ready to flow. Let's dive deep with PiSeas Tarot.
Your business is my business. I see every ache, every kiss, the push, the pull, the silent cries. I'm exposing all the lies, revealing the hidden truth. With me, you have the proof. Your business is my business. True.
Welcome to PiSeas Tarot. True.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to PiSeas Tarot. I am your host. I am Mimi Lightseer, and over here at PiSeas Tarot, your business is my business. And ooh, child, I can promise you we are about to get into somebody's business tonight as we talk about clarity for couples. This is a love reading, okay? This is not just entertainment. This is insight-driven awareness that is centered around decision-enabling spaces where truth is surfaced, illusions are dismantled, and relational dynamics are exposed. And I give you clarity and the precision that you're looking for. Now, over here, we're here to understand the energy, not to sugarcoat it. So if you've been feeling confused, emotionally deactivated, or stuck in a connection that does not fully make sense, Spirit has something here for you, okay? And it is not random that you are here. So stick with me, because I can promise you that what comes out in this reading may be clarifying what you may have sensed but could not name, okay? So using the psychic and intuitive readings along with my tarot cards, I will unpack the emotional patterns, subconscious signals, and energetic themes shaping the connection between you and your person. Whether you are new, navigating love, questioning intentions, or standing at the crossroads, so you won't be alone. Okay, I gotta stop. Anyway, this space is designed to give you context and emotional perspective and actionable clarity that you can use, okay? This is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Now, if y'all ready to get into it, go ahead and put those chime stars in the chat, because baby, I want to know if you here. Now, before we get too far off up into this thing, right, we need to make sure that we ground ourselves and level ourselves. Grounding not only keeps us present, but it also protects us and keeps us receptive. It allows spirit to move through with accuracy and not with just chaos. So we're going to clean the air with our girl Boo Boo. And then we're going to get ready for a guided meditation, okay? So here we go. All right, y'all. So let's take in 3 deep breaths. We're going to inhale clarity and exhale distraction. Here we go. Next, we're going to inhale freedom and exhale emotional weight. Lastly, we're going to inhale truth and exhale fear. Divine white light, you are welcome in this place. Come through with clear, precise, and accurate messages for those who are here in the present and in the future. Thank you, amen, and I say. All right, y'all. So as a quick reminder, this is a safe and sacred space. However, things can get a little raunchy, honest, and raw, sometimes leaving you a little vulnerable. Remember that spirits will sometimes challenge you to get out of your comfort zone. So this is simply awareness and not punishment. If you are ready for spirit to speak plainly, I want you to go ahead and put the cooking emoji, because I'm ready to go, fired up, ready to go. All right, here you go. All right, y'all. So before we get too far up in this thing, if you will look at the screen, you will notice that we have a new moon in Pisces, okay? Which is interesting enough because we have a stellium now in Pisces. Okay, baby, we got a stellium in Pisces. Now, I'm not just saying this because I'm a Pisces and it is Pisces season. However, we do have a stellium in Pisces, okay? So with this new moon, what I am definitely feeling, hey, Temptress, what I'm definitely feeling is, and you guys may be feeling this as well, okay? The energy right now is really chaotic, okay? This morning when I woke up, the energy was very, very, very anxious energy. Now keep in mind, Mercury retrograde is incoming, okay? But with this new moon in Pisces, what I sense is that this is giving us this mystical illusion, fairy tale like energy, right? Now, before every session, I always take a minute to stop to check in with spirit to see what spirit got to say, right? And sometimes it could be a message coming through a vision, a color, or even a feeling, or just that song that just won't leave you, right? And today, I was sitting here thinking about it, like, okay, spirit, like, what am I supposed to talk about today? Because I don't have any earworms, I don't have anything. But what spirit said was take time to enjoy the beauty of the season that you are in. And that was just so simple, because a lot of times when we're going through life, we are so overwhelmed with the necessities of right here and right now that we're not taking time to actually enjoy it. You look up, years of your life have flown by. They didn't really fly by. You were there, you just weren't present. Okay. And spirit is saying, find joy in even the smallest of things right now. Okay. And I know people got to fight for their joy, but fight for your joy, because your joy and your peace is worth not compromising. It's worth saving, right? So I don't know what this has to do with this reading, because that's very, very high level. But if you're ready to find out what spirit got to say to you, go ahead and drop the little, what we going to put in it? What chat we going to put? I don't even know. Drop your favorite emoji in the chat, because I'm ready to jump into it and find out what's going on with this. All right. So here we go. So as we start to look at the undercurrent of what is going on here, all right, let's see what is going on between you and your person, all right? Remember, I do my readings for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. So it could be, anything coming through, right? All right, so here we go. What is going on in this connection, spirit? I know that's right, Temptress, with that wisdom coming in, praying for wisdom and love. I know that's right. All right, so what is going on here? Okay. The first card that we have coming out, Seeing Beyond. Didn't I talk about this early on, y'all? Didn't I tell y'all this? This energy that's coming out is very intuitive, whimsical, mystical, all of that. And now we're talking about, in this season of this new moon in Pisces, we're talking about third eye activation, seeing beyond. Okay. So there is a need to pay attention to your intuition right now. Believe that you're being guided for your greatest and your highest good. Okay. Making sure that you're ready, making sure that you're prepared. Reading it for what it is, not ignoring what and making things what they're not, right? Which a lot of us can be very good at doing. The loneliness card just actually fell out. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. Okay. So this speaks to that whimsical energy, right? You see on the card here, we have the purple, which is also speaking back to that third eye. So this is your emotions. This is your fluidity, your insight, and your intuition. So again, this is seeing beyond. Lord, I hope ain't nobody breaking up. But seeing beyond what is presented to you at the surface, okay? Seeing beyond and understanding beyond comprehension what is really truly going on in this space and in this season that you're in, right? And be able to enjoy it for what it is. That's the other piece, right? Because a lot of times, we see things and then we don't appreciate it for what it is. And what Spirit is saying is that you have to learn how to appreciate things for what they are. Okay. It ain't gonna always be hunky dory. It's not gonna always be, you know, what we want it to be, but we have to appreciate it because it will always be what it needs to be. What will be, will be. Okay. That doesn't mean become defeated. That doesn't mean that you become discouraged. Just understand that with divine timing, what will be, will be. And there's a time and a place for everything. It's a time for the positive. It's a time for the negative. It's a time for the joy. It's a time for pain. Like, that's just spiritual nature, that everything has its timing. And there's a special season that's appointed over your life for the various things that you're supposed to do and achieve. What will be, will be. Even though we try to control it, even though we try to dictate and dominate it, at the end of the day, it's things happening beyond us, which is why that third eye is hypercritical right now, because it's going to give you guidance and lead the way for you to understand how to finagle and move, how to be agile and nimble at a time like this. Okay. Now, guys of the hidden realms, what messages do you have for us today? Ripe, juicy, and ready. Y'all, did I not just talk about this? Hold on. Ripe, juicy, and ready. Okay. It says poised for success. Potential waiting to be realized. Okay. Potential waiting to be realized. So this is about it being perfected in the season that it needs to be perfected in. Okay. You can have all the fruits and vegetables that you want. You absolutely can, right? But if it's out of season, them things gonna be nasty and bitter and everything else. Ain't nothing worse than some sugarless fruit. Okay. Just nasty. It just tastes like dirt, right? Don't nobody want that. All right. Now, Spirit, what messages do you have for us to grow in this season? Oh, this feel like this gonna be deep, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got that feeling. I don't know about you, but I got that feeling. I got the feeling. Ah. All right, let me stop. True nature. I know the eternal. Y'all, Spirit is coming through today. Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows the true nature of our souls. Awaken me to the knowledge of the eternal. Let me know my true self as consciousness. Well, baby, if this ain't about that third eye energy that's going on right now, I don't know what is. Okay. Seeing things beyond the 3D, see things in the 5D, the 4D, the 6D, and so forth. There's multiple dimensions out there. But what Spirit is saying is that we got to start seeing things for more than what they are. Okay. In those parallel dimensions that people occasionally want to acknowledge, they're real. All right. They're real. So I'm ready to find out, what is it that we need our third eye for today? I mean, you need it every day, but I would like to know what specifically is happening that we need to know this. So if you feel this energy already, I want you to go ahead and put the eyeball, like the third eye, the one single eye, put that eyeball in the chat, because baby, I got questions. I got questions. All right, here we go. Now, as we slide into the discovery phase, right, I will identify some themes, friction points, relational blind spots, and the issues that are present between you and your person, okay? If you're new here, you have never seen this before, I'm going to pull a bunch of cards, okay? I can assure you, but I'm going to line them up with person A and person B, all right? So, here we go. Divine Spirit, what is going on with people in today's reading? What messages do you have for us today? What messages do you have for us today? Okay. Communicate, compromise, forgive, work it out. Okay. Someone is being encouraged today to communicate, compromise, forgive, work it out. Now I got some new cards up over here and I tested them out earlier and boy, they read me my life. So the question then becomes, What is the vibe? What is the vibe? What is the vibe? Now that's too many, Spirit. Come on now. What is the vibe? Clear and precise messages, okay? Hopeless, loss, depression, unaliving. So someone may be having some conflicting negative feelings and emotions here, okay? Processing loss, maybe depressed, maybe feeling like this is the end for them. I hope not. But someone is feeling a sense of hopelessness, okay? Hopelessness. Is this a twin flame or not? A true flame, twin flame. Is this a real connection? Now, you know what? It just dawned on me, y'all, that with Mercury retrograde coming up and we are in that pre-shadow period, y'all know what that means. Okay, y'all know exactly what that means. We about to have a whole bunch of shenanigans going on up in here. Okay, you got a whole bunch of people from your past coming back, baby. I hate to say it, but it sounds like that's where we going. I don't know about you, but I don't want nobody from my past coming back. If you got somebody from your past that's coming back, I ain't shaming you. Tell the truth, shame the devil. If you got somebody coming back from your past, let me know you got somebody coming back from your past. It's all good, all right? Now, I don't want them. Shoot, I don't want them, okay? Toxic, okay? Chasing potential. There is a difference between growing together and waiting for someone to catch up. Be honest about which one you are doing. So someone is chasing potential. And this is what is toxic about this connection, because as it said, you're waiting for someone to catch up. And be honest about what it is you're doing. You're not growing together, you're waiting. Now, what is the T? Okay. Repo, default on payments, financially incapable, repossessed assets. So somebody's having money trouble, okay, in this particular connection, whether this be you or your party, but somebody's having financial constraints. What is the T? Inside scoop, a closer look, nosy up in your business. So someone is being encouraged to evaluate things from a different perspective. And while this may be alluding to gossip of some sort, I will venture to say, if you're using your third eye, spirit is opening your eyes. So no one is giving you this information. Spirit is giving you this information. It may be coming to you right now through dreams, and deja vu like scenarios. What? Okay. Somebody's getting a room, hotel, motel, business, or pleasure. So there's something going down in a hotel room between you and your person. We have to look more into this. It's very interesting. I'm starting to get a lot of professional corporate energy between this suit and this Oxford collared shirt. When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? Okay. Broken mirror, addictions, roller coaster, toxic connection. We've heard this already before, but now it's here again. Okay, this is a repetitive thing. Okay, this is a recurring instance with someone where it's addictive, it's a roller coaster, it is toxic, which came out here on that card as well. Which also goes back to the card about communicating, right? All right, so what is the true emotion here? What is the true emotion here? Somebody is about to be really empowered today. I feel that. It's freedom. Okay, bad credit. So somebody definitely in this connection got money issues, bad credit, debt, and unemployed. So somebody here got money issues going on. And I'm saying that from the space and lens of a lot of people are having financial hardship. So I'm not saying that as a look down. I'm saying like this is commonplace understanding that people are having financial crises right now, right? So I'm saying all of these things respectfully, all right? So our last card here. Is it love or no? Is it love or no? We got two cards. I wonder what would happen if we join forces, as well as I am open to exploring things with you, but I can't make any promises. So we have two conflicting energies. One where somebody is like, I'm being open-minded, but it's mixed signals. Okay. So they're not really harnessing or owning their thoughts and feelings about this situation right just yet. Like they're still open. Okay. So we have that. But then we also have the I wonder what will happen if we join forces card. Okay. So what that is telling me is that, you know, it's a friendship, right? They see a partnership. I'm sorry, I was trying to fix this light, y'all. They see the partnership, but it's not really promising. Okay. So let's look and see who's person A and person B in all of this. Person A, I definitely feel is like they're being called to wake up and see things for what they are in the 5D. Okay. So I think they are chasing potential. I think that they are leveraging their third eye energy. Okay. To explore more, like if they really need to move forward with this. I do feel like this is a broken mirror situation for them with this toxicity. Like it's an addictive, repetitive situation. Like it's a cycle that needs to be broken. They are being encouraged right now to compromise and to forgive and work it out, but also recognize you have to understand the difference between growing with someone or waiting for them to catch up. Okay. So I definitely think that we have this here. I'm open to exploring things with you, but I can't make any promises. Person B feels like they're going through it. Okay. So I think because they're going through it, they're trying to leverage this connection to join forces because they're having financial issues and they're codependent on this. Okay. They may also be dealing with some repossessions or some default payments. And honestly, I would not be surprised. Usually when this card comes out, that indicates somebody along the lines possibly having an affair of some sort. I think they live in a motel or a hotel, right? They're having some financial issues and they're like extended stay motel like type of thing. All right. So I'm ready to get to going and seeing who this is about. If this energy is resonating with you so far, go ahead and put the fire sign in the chat, fire sign in the chat, fire sign. Because baby, we're going to get into this and I'm going to hold off the cards of who we're doing the reading for until the end so we can take guesses. Let's go. All right, y'all. So this is where we integrate not only the intuitive, psychic, but the tarot card reading to tell the story between two people. You can be person B, you can be person A. Take what resonates with you and leave what does not. Don't make it be about you if it's not your business, okay? So with that being said, let's dive deep into who we're going to evaluate today. All right, Spirit. Who is person A in all of this? Person A. Give us the present energy of person A. Oh, look, if I could shuffle. I hate when that happens. Darn thing. Okay, person A. Okay, Person A, present energy is coming in today as the 9 of Swords. Okay, person A is coming through, is feeling very, very stressed. Okay, very stressed, full of anxious energy, not sleeping, full of anxiety, which is what I started out talking about in the beginning of this reading when I was talking about the energy with this new moon in Pisces. Okay, so somebody is definitely feeling the weight of the world, like they can't take it no more. Okay, and as we are talking about this particular person here, this individual is struggling. Okay, struggling, trying to find the right way, the right approach, the best way. I don't know why my chat highlight isn't working today. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to put the comments up on the screen, but person A is definitely coming through feeling like they are just in a topsy-turvy type of situation. Like, and it's not just with this relationship, it feels comprehensive. It feels like this energy is running rampant everywhere they go, everywhere they look. Like it's just one thing after another. Okay, and it definitely feels like there is the inability to sleep, like maybe having nightmares, trying to figure out the best way out. But then it's also like pulling on the energy of, I want to save someone else. So it's like, you know how they tell you on a plane, what if a plane goes down, put your mask on first before you try to help somebody else. That would be the advice that I would give you, person A, right now. Okay, you're trying to be everything to everybody else, but you need to work on yourself right now because you have your own issues that are bothering you at this time that are preventing you from being happy yourself. Okay, now person B, what is person B's energy in all of this, spirit? Too many cards. Okay, person B is coming in as the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, person B is coming in with this defeated mentality. Okay, they just feel beat down. And I would guess based on the cards that we have, they also have a lot going on. So it's kind of hard for two people to be in a good space in a relationship when you have two different people at their wits' ends with all of the things that are going on in life. Okay, it is at the point where it is unbearable. It is frictionable. Like it's not seamless. It's like y'all both are on edge, just waiting for the other shoe to drop, but not wanting to disconnect because there is a sense of toxic relief when you guys are together. And that's what makes this complicated, right? That's what gives this nuance, because as you are trying to navigate and to understand like one another, you can't grow like this. Like you're in a constrained environment where you're no longer in a place where things that were working before are working anymore. Okay, so person B is coming through feeling very reckless. However, they also coming through feeling very needy. Okay, they want and need somebody to love on them and to make them feel better. I wouldn't be surprised if person B is a words of affirmation person. Okay, because it definitely feels like they need somebody to pick up their self-esteem, right? And that's where they're coming around to this connection that is the song that never ends. It's almost like lamb chop. This is a song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. You know how it goes, right? Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because. And that's how this relationship is. We'll continue it forever just because. This is the love that never ends. Okay? And I'm going to stop there before it gets stuck in your head. All right? So the first question is, for person A, what emotions are they trying to avoid right now? Person A is trying to avoid the King of Cups. Again, trying to be everything to everybody. Okay, trying to operate from a space of love and nurturing and the capacity to give, but they don't really have the capacity to give themselves, right? Trying to be more to someone else than what they're even able to give. You're trying to give from an empty cup. What you pouring out? Like, just make it make sense. What are you giving besides some old stale water? Just saying. All right. What are the feelings that person A is trying to avoid right now? Death in reverse. Okay. Person A is trying to avoid this growth that they're being called into. Okay. Which goes back to that third eye action. Spirit's been talking to you. Spirit has been talking to you. Spirit has been calling you closer and closer and closer. And instead of you leaning into it, you're trying to run away from it, person A. And the question is, why are you so resistant to what Spirit is trying to bring you into? Spirit is trying to get you to realize that you have so much more to offer. Your stability, your peace of mind, your confidence, your joy, your laughter, all of those positive things that have been compromised are on the other side of this if you will get past this connection. So this is where Spirit has been pointing out to you. It's not about loneliness. You're never alone. Don't just take up inventory or take up space with somebody because you're afraid of being alone. Look beyond that. You know, when you're single, it's okay to be single. I know some people may not like being single, but you may be single because Spirit is saying no one is worth your time. No one is worth your energy. No one is worth your effort. The person that I have for you is months down the line, but you keep on getting caught up, sucked up, and wrapped up in this nothingness. And then you wonder why you on spin cycle going through the same cycle over and over again. This is where your free will comes into play, which is also why Spirit is saying to you, open up your eyes. You know, if I were Spirit, I'd be like, girl, open up your eyes. Like, what you doing? Right? And that's how it's coming across to me. It's like, yoo-hoo, open up your eyes. Like, see what's going on. Okay? So, person A is under a lot of duress. Okay, mental anguish, I would definitely say for sure. And it is impacting their emotional state at this time. Now, person B, what are some emotions that person B is trying to avoid? Not both of these coming out at the same time. So the Tower card came out, as well as the Three of Pentacles in terms of feelings, okay, that they're trying to suppress. So with this Tower card, we've already assessed that they are in an emotional spiral right now, okay? We've already determined person B got some things going on. They're having money issues. Their life is falling apart. They feel like they have been laid off more so than anything, right? Because remember, I was referencing earlier, I was getting that corporate energy. So it definitely feels like they're trying to avoid, okay, what is inevitable. Their life has fallen apart. It is what it is, right? Their life is in a place where they need to let it go. Okay. The life that you knew as whoever you were at this profession for this many years is not who you are anymore. And yes, while that sucks, okay, you are allowed to grieve the loss of a job, or grieve a loss. Look, thumbs down. Look, Spirit talking. You are allowed to grieve the loss of a job. You are allowed to grieve the loss of identity, because so much of our identity is wrapped up in our jobs, right? You're allowed to process and feel the anger and the hurt and the resentment of all of those different things. You are allowed to feel all of those things. Okay. Yes, you're in shock. This was sudden, caught you off guard, but you can't suppress that. You got to learn how to deal with it so that you can move forward, person B. Okay. Now, the feelings that they're trying to avoid is the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So you have somebody over here, Three of Pentacles in reverse, that is. They're trying to force something to come together that is not coming together. It's not working. It is simply put not working. And so what Spirit is saying, as they are trying to come back towards you, person A, okay, Spirit is saying, listen, it's a no for you too, dog. Leave her alone. Leave him alone. Right? Spirit is trying to do, thank you, Spirit. Spirit says, I'm trying to do a new thing. Okay? And sometimes you got to get over that old thing to move forward with the new thing. You know, in the old Baptist church, they used to say, you know, you can't put new wine into old wineskins. Right? So what Spirit is saying is, this ship has sailed. But I'm going to give you free will for you both to decide how long y'all want to keep doing this nonsense, being on this, doing this rigmarole, this spin cycle, this hamster wheel. I'm going to give you space and grace to do what you want to do. But when you're ready to move on, I'm here, I'm ready. And Spirit says, person A has been crying about this. Okay, emotional about this. Person A is definitely feeling like a water sign. If they're not a water sign, they definitely have heavy water placements. Okay, it's like real emo. Okay, a lot of emotion going on right now. So with that being said, the question then becomes, what is most favorable about this connection? What is most favorable about this connection? Okay. We have the moon card. Didn't I tell y'all this feels very emotional? The moon card is governed by Cancer energy. Okay. So what Spirit is saying is, oh, you can't see it. Let me pull it over here. Okay. The moon card. Spirit is saying, I need you to open up your eyes to see what's around you. Okay. I need you to open up and receive the information that I am even giving you. Okay, Spirit is not keeping you in the dark. This ain't the blind leading the blind. It's only the blind leading the blind because you choose for it to be, but not because it has to be. I am going to say it again. God is showing you everything that both of y'all need to see. It's just up to you to receive it.
God did.
Okay? Spirit is saying, get rid of the illusions. Get rid of the fear. Get rid of the anxiety. Get rid of all that, because there's a lot of things going on in this situation that you do not see. And that is why your third eye is being open right now. And you are being encouraged to see beyond this. You're not going to see it if you're looking at it with your physical eyes. All you can see is a man or a woman or they, them, right? All you can see is the person that you see in front of you. But Spirit is saying, I'm trying to open up your eyes and show you what's on the other side. I'm trying to do something fresh and new. I'm trying to open up your eyes and show you this ain't about what you think it's about. Y'all sitting over here arguing about petty stuff. That's not why y'all together. That's why you think you're not together. But that's not why you're not together. Okay? You're not together because you ain't supposed to be together. Period. We would have thought by now you would have got that by now. But we know when Spirit lets us do what we're going to do, we're going to be just as stupid and dumb as we need to be. And then when we look up and wake up finally, we be like, dang, really?
2,000 years later.
So what is beneficial about this is that Spirit is saying, I am opening up your eyes, your physical eye and your third eye. And that's, again, it's for both of y'all. For your growth and your highest good, both of y'all need to sit down. I'm telling you, that's what Spirit just said. I just heard, sit down. Just like that. Now, what is controversial, or where is the cycle being repeated here? We have the Justice card in reverse. Okay? Y'all over here playing the blame game. Okay, y'all get mad at each other. Now, before I even say that, let me point out to you guys that we have two major arcanas here. So this goes back to substantiate what I have been saying to you guys about your life. Okay, you have a blocker emotionally here, and you have a blocker to move forward. Y'all sitting over here blaming each other, being dishonest, lying, being conniving, manipulative. Like neither one of y'all are right. Which goes back to the toxicity that came out here as well as here. Both of y'all in the wrong. But neither one of y'all going to tell the truth about it. You blaming him, he blaming you. This is chaotic and dysfunctional at its finest. And you wonder why it's a circular motion going on here. Every time y'all get on the phone, y'all try to squash stuff. Ain't nothing but a whole bunch of how you say the word? Circumlocution going on. Okay? Just a bunch of words. Don't mean nothing. Not nothing. But y'all over here playing these little games with each other, going back and forth because you're comfortable. And Spirit is saying it's time for you to get out of that comfort zone. How can you be productive? How can you be forward looking and forward facing if all you keep doing is running back to the same old no good nothing that don't equate to a bunch of anything? But you keep entertaining it.
The lies. There you go. This bitch. I'm telling you.
So Spirit is telling you, stop being afraid to be alone. Don't be afraid to be alone. It's nothing wrong with you being alone. You need to be alone at this time and enjoy that loneliness. Enjoy that isolation. Enjoy the time that you get to really heal and to focus. Because what's coming for you down the road is so much greater, so much better, so much more vast that you got to have the capacity to be able to deal with what it is that is coming your way. But if you're all burnt out, stressed out from diabolical shenanigans, then you can't receive what's coming down the road. And that's where Spirit is saying, open up your eyes. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Now, what is it that Spirit is trying to teach you? 2 cards almost came out. Woo! Listen, you got the Empress here in reverse. Okay? So listen now. I'm going to tell you this right now. Spirit is pointing out to you the reason why it never felt good, the reason why it never felt complete was because it wasn't to be completed. This person was always dealing with other people, and you know good and doggone well. The problem is they ain't gonna never lie. They never gonna tell you the truth about why they was doing what they was doing, but they were.
Bruh.
Spirit is telling you that it is time for you to open up your eyes and realize, recognize, accept this is incomplete. It will never be complete. You feel this emptiness because there was really not a true connection there at all. Like if you really think about it, if you really think about it, what was the basis of the connection to begin with? You know, sometimes people have a way of making you feel like they give more or they gave more than what they really give or have gave. And you be all confused in your mind about, it's called gaslighting. It's actually a prominent term right now in pop culture. But they do things to woo you, lock you in, suck you in. It's called love bombing. And then when you start setting expectations, they want to gaslight you and make you feel like, I never said that. I never promised that. What made you think that? Fool, everything that you were doing leading up to this moment, you know doggone well that is where I got this from.
Very careful.
And what I am telling you is you are not misreading it. You did not get lost. This person offered you a pipe dream. And now that their world is falling apart, now they want to come, can we join forces? Oh, so now you want something. You see what I'm saying? This is what's making this so compound complex. And this is what is giving you anxiety and grief, person A, because you really want to do the right thing. Now is not the time to have a heart and compassion. But I love him. He needs a place to stay. Okay. The question then becomes, if the shoe was reversed, would they have given a darn about you to open up their house to you? Probably not. Okay. So Spirit is telling you to be honest with yourself and recognize that, yes, you've been feeling this emptiness. Yes, you've been feeling this disparity because it was never really a connection there.
Apologize.
So even if they do apologize, what does that mean for you? So the question becomes, are you being honest enough with yourself to realize what Spirit is telling you right now? And if not, why are you keep on resisting it? I want you to think about that and write it down in the chat. Because I mean, it's perfectly fine. I just need you to be honest with yourself about what is happening. Because this mother trucker here is just trying to use you. And we got to get real about what this looks like. Because while you over there talking about something, yeah, right.
Bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
The reality is they are. Okay, they are. Now, what do you need to do to heal is the question. Stop compromising on things that are uncompromisable. That's what Spirit said. All right. Now, we got the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? What Spirit is telling you is that if you keep on playing around with this, you're going to always end up empty-handed. Okay? This is never going to materialize into what they have promised you, what they have committed, what they have articulated. It's all bullshit. Okay? Let's be real. It's a bunch of fluff.
All a bunch of bullshit.
Okay? It is. And that's what we have to get real with ourselves. Okay? They can promise you the house, the cars, the lifestyle with the family and the 3.5 kids and all of that. It's not coming. It's not coming. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but let me just tell you, it ain't coming. Okay? So the question then becomes, how do you proactively release this? Do you even know what you're releasing? If you do, I want you to write that one thing that you're committed today moving forward that you are willing to stop doing. It could be as simple, something as simple as stop taking their calls. Stop responding to their text messages. You know what I'm saying? It could be just that simple. Now, for your growth, what area is Spirit calling you to grow? Okay, in what area is Spirit calling you to grow? We have the 5 of Swords in reverse. All right. So what this tells me is Spirit is trying to tell you to stop being conflicted in your mind. Okay. Stop being conflicted in your mind. Stop acting like you don't have the answers because you do. You will not regret leaving this person alone. You will not miss out on anything because we have already determined that it is nothing here that is worth mental real estate, emotional real estate.
I've been waiting on this my whole life.
Ain't nothing happening. You could tell yourself that all you want to. It's not true. It's simply put not true. Now at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which goes back to that lack of offering, that lack of beginning, dropping the ball. Okay? So this is how you got to this place to begin with. Long before financial adversity, long before job loss, long before the bad credit, long before. Okay? Long before all of this, they was full of skit. And that's what Spirit is telling you, that this is never going to become what you want it to become. I don't care how many ways you try to put it in a month of Sundays, this mother trucker is just BSing you. I'm just telling you. So I'm ready to look at this a little bit deeper. Okay. I'm ready to go all the way down and get into your business. So if you are ready to see what else the Spirit is offering you today, put those magnifying glasses. Because baby, I'm telling you, I'm about to drill down up in here. I got to get my magnifying glass because honey, I want to know more. I want to know who is doing this nonsense. We too big for this malarkey. In 2026, we already identified that there's 4 places we ain't going in 26. We're not going back and forth, up and down, round and round, in and out. But yet here we are. So now what we going to do about it? All right, here we go. Now, this is where Spirit starts to reveal the real, right? The hidden motives, the true agendas, and the real intentions. So we need to get down to the bottom of what you both may be avoiding, okay? So Clarify for me this present energy. Spirit, clarify the present energy. Okay. Person A, you got a whole lot of hope that you're hoping for with this star card. You got a whole lot of excitement, a whole lot of enthusiasm, a whole lot of joy, a whole lot of nothing. This person keep promising you the world and you just keep eating it up. And really, to be truthful, while you do feel like you're empowered right now, really the jokes is on you. Because this person is not. They are not. It's every man for themselves, and they know that they can count on you to be gullible. They know that they're counting on you to be naive. They know that they're counting on you to get them through this situation because they burnt all the other bridges with everybody else. Okay? This person is a user, very manipulative. Clarifying this present energy of person B. Get rid of that hope. See what I'm saying? He go to High Priestess right here. Didn't I tell y'all the Spirit is trying to talk to both of y'all? Okay? Spirit is trying to communicate. And again, both of you guys have major arcana here. This is a life dependency. Both of you guys will improve your life once you stop being anchored in some bullshit.
Having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
Okay, I'm just saying. You wouldn't have these feelings for nobody else, so why are we here having these feelings with this person? A Spirit is telling you today, this got to stop. This has got to stop. Spirit is telling you today, it is no way for you to be productive, happy, healthy, and healed, carrying on like this. It's just no way. Spirit is saying that you have got to learn how to trust yourself, person B. Stop putting all of your stake in somebody else to save you. You save you. You know exactly what you need to do and how you need to do it. Why are you codependent on somebody else saving you? I mean, seriously. I know that times get hard and people need help and people be stuck. I'm not remiss of that at all. But what I am saying is shame on you for trying to spin the block because it's convenient. Because if person A knew that you really had nothing to offer them, they wouldn't have even entertained you to begin with. And if they even knew, which now they do know, that you're over here being full of skit, they would be mortified to know that they've been entertaining this with you.
Makes me like sick to my stomach.
It's a lot of hidden agendas here. I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of hidden agendas being revealed. All right, so clarifying the rest of the cards here. What has been hidden? What has been hidden? Oh boy. Y'all listen. We got the 3 of Pentacles that just came flying out again with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. I told y'all, what has been hidden from you is that there was no viable outcome. This was always going to be a lose-lose situation. This was always going to be a lose-lose situation for you. They had no intentions on giving you anything. They was going to keep you waiting, keep you looking, keeping you guessing. But now they need you. So what has really been hidden, Spirit? One card. What has been hidden? The Fool card. Okay? What has been hidden from you is that it's a lot of major arcana, y'all. I'm telling you, this is a life-changing situation for you. I hate to say it, but it's a life-changing situation.
What?
Spirit is telling you both that you are sabotaging yourself through your naive way of working and thinking. It's time for you to trust the greater source that is to be your provider, to be your guider, to be your way maker, to be your protector. Again, using that third eye and seeing beyond the 3D, seeing beyond what we see right now. Okay? You both have sabotaged yourselves by allowing yourself to get in this sunken place of nothingness. And then you wonder why we are still here in a situation years later.
What's wrong with it? Ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't no gas in it. Ain't no gas in it. What are the true motives? We got the Three of Wands here in reverse. Trust me, you, boo. Trust me, you. If this mother trucker did not need you, okay, they wouldn't be here now. This is arrogance. This is their pride. But this is also speaking to the pipe dreams that they have given you all this time. They ain't got nowhere to go. They ain't got nothing to do. So here they come, cramping your style, cramping your blessings, blocking your blessings, getting on your last good nerve. You ain't had indigestion in 6 months. And here they come around here getting on your nerves and bringing back this old drama that you thought you done got away from.
What?
It's time to let this go. Ain't nothing fruitful has come out of this yet. So why do we keep playing in a dirty sandbox?
Oh my God.
What you waiting on, to get ringworm? Just saying. All right. What are the real intentions here, Spirit? What are the real intentions? Told you. The Justice card again in reverse. Okay? Somebody in this connection trying to get their lick back. Look how he looking. Look how that owl looking. Looking at you real sideways. Okay? Real sideways. You will never know the true intentions behind this situation because they never came with honesty to begin with. You have a pathological liar on your team. I just have to say it. You got a real psychopath on your hands.
You are a scammer.
So like, what was you supposed to ever do with that? Either one of you. Just as toxic as it's coming. Look, I'm looking at you sideways too now, sugar. All right, now what is it that both people may be avoiding? What is it that both people may be avoiding? The Ace of Swords. Y'all both are living in a state of confusion, and this is why you can't get out of it, because you won't communicate. Okay? You won't communicate. This is why. Y'all having arguments. This is why the communication card came out, telling you to compromise, forgive, work it out. What is there to work out at this point? At this point, this is a done deal. How many more years of your life do you have to waste chasing nothing? I'll wait. How much more time do you have to wait for nothing? I'll wait. Everything that they've promised you, what have they actually given you? I'm just saying. We got the Ace of Pentacles here again at the bottom of the deck. So this is the second time that the Ace of Pentacles in reverse has come out. This is a missed opportunity. It ain't never going to be. It was never a viable option. I said that once. I'm going to say it now. Now I know you're going to be like, girl, you wrong. You so wrong, Mimi. This is her.
You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
But I'm just telling you what the energy is saying. And if you're being honest with yourself, you will see this as well. So the question then becomes, did you see this on your own, or have you just been avoiding it? Or when people pointed this out to you, have you just been dismissing it as being a fallacy? Because if you're really being honest with yourself, you know you're questioning your own sanity right now. I'm just saying. So the question then becomes for you. If this is resonating with you and got you feeling a little emotional, go ahead and put the little water sign in the chat. And if this is surfacing up some heat and you feeling some type of way, go ahead and put the fire sign in the chat, because I want to know if clarity is landing with you. And if you see the path forward, just type, I see it. No judgment. Listen, baby, we all been a fool in love. Baby, today is just your turn. All right? So let's get ready to look at this final outcome, okay? Because I'm curious. Now that you know, person A, that this is a whole bunch of fracka-nackle bull, how do you free yourself? Here we go. Now, as we seek to assess final outcomes, I do say potential final outcomes because of that point. Spirit can give you free will and light up the path, but it's up to you to decide where you're going to go and how you're going to do what you're supposed to be doing. Okay? So it's all up to you, boo. It's your world. We just talking about you to your face. All right? And you may read this and be like, Mimi, you're so wrong. You're so wrong, Mimi. I'm going home to my man. My man, my man, my man.
Many women's allow their husbands' hoe to lay up in their house.
That's all I'm going to say. All right, so what is the potential final outcome, Spirit? Okay? Potential final outcome. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this is speaking to that bad luck. Okay? If you keep going, which it sounds like you will, you're going to start to have bad luck on your side with that Wheel of Fortune. You're going to start to experience, because you know energy is transferable. Okay? So it ain't nothing wrong with you having a little bit of empathy and sympathy for folks when they're going through stuff now. But you got to be very, very, very careful, because you'll look up and that stuff be on you.
And you could have did it. See how I did it. She never apologized.
So I'm telling you, protect yourself, protect your peace, baby. Don't get too involved with this. Tell them God be with you and keep it moving, all right? Also, the Seven of Swords just came flying out, right? This is where that trickery and that deceit is coming in. Remember, there's a power play here, okay? They have a goal, okay? They got a goal in mind for why they doing what they doing. They have an agenda for why they doing what they doing. Make sure that you're not allowing somebody to use you and get over on you. Because at the end of the day, you have got to be responsible for your own happiness. And if you over here letting somebody borrow money and you know darn well they can't pay it back, don't complain about when you gave them some money.
Good.
Just saying, you gave it to them, right? What else, Spirit? Once they also get on their feet, they're going to be out the door. So it's very temporary. That's why I'm advocating strongly for you to leave this alone. We also got the 10 of Wands here. So even if you were to proceed to move forward with this particular person, okay, I'm telling you right now, as Big Auntie Mimi, you're going to get to the point where you're going to be overwhelmed with this and you're going to be like, yeah, you know what? I'm good. So why wait? Laugh now, cry later, right? Why wait when you could just go ahead and leave this alone right now where you see it? But instead, you over there like,
accusation. False accusation.
But it's not. The energy is showing you and telling you right now. So the question is like, why do we keep on playing this game? That's a great question. Eventually, you're going to get tired of it anyway. So you might as well be empowered by taking back your energy now. Last card, Spirit. Okay. And when you make the decision to leave this alone, baby, you're not going to be looking back with this 6 of Wands in reverse. 6 of Cups in reverse, excuse me. You're not going to be looking back. Child, you're going to be so sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. Honey, you're going to be so sick and tired of being sick and tired that you ain't ever gonna come back here again.
Sick. I am sick of your shit. And when I'm not sick, I'm tired. I am sick and tired.
And we also have the 8 of Pentacles. So once you get to that point that you're tired of being with this person, you're going to make every step to do the work to get back in a healthy space and in a healthy place in your life that is beneficial for you. So why not do the work now? Ain't that interesting? If you know if you're going to keep on keeping on, why not do the work now? Save yourself some heartache. Now, angels, what messages do you have for the two people that are in this reading? And I'm going to pull the energy here in a second, but what messages do you have for the two people that are in this reading? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So here it is here. Spirit is saying, leave this alone. Move forward and keep an open mind, because the person that Spirit really has for you that's coming down the line, that I keep telling you is coming, they may not look like how you want them to look, but you're going to be so burnt out and so tired from these little here shenanigans that you ain't going to want to deal with nobody else. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to get you a partner for life. All right. Now, Romeo and Juliet. What words of advice do you have for these two people that's in this reading? Spirit said this person that's coming your way is coming out of nowhere. And as I said, that romantic knight came flying out. Romantic entanglement, sexual encounter. Go give thee to thy love as was decreed. I'm telling you, it's somebody else. It ain't this person, but somebody else is coming. And that's why Spirit is saying, keep an open mind. Okay? All right. Last card, Spirit. What would you have the people in this reading to know before we pull the energies? What would you have the people in this reading to know? I know, girl. I know. Tempter said, wow! Open up. You see what I'm saying? Like, the messages are loud. Open up. You're being asked to open up your heart to another and let your walls down. And trust that they will know what is best for you. Your life will open up in a wonderful way once you decide to open up. Okay? So what is Spirit saying? Close your legs or pull up your pants to this situation, right? And get ready for something else.
Sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Block yourself off from this. Because, baby, if you keep on keeping on with this, honey, you just gonna run yourself surely raggedy. Okay? Surely raggedy. So, if you want to know whose business we've been in this whole hour and who we've been talking about today, face, I want you to put those drum rolls in the chat. Drum rolls in the chat. Drum roll, please, because, baby, let's find out whose business we have been entertaining. So who exactly is person A in all of this, Spirit? Who is person A? Person A. Somebody saying me. I don't know who that is, but somebody's saying it. Person A is the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming in as the 8 of Wands in reverse. This is delays, which we've talked about in this relationship. Frustration, again, we talked about that. Holding off, waiting, panic, and slow down. So we got an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If you or your person is a fire sign, go ahead and put the fire sign in the chat. Now, Spirit, who is person B? Dog, y'all, listen, it didn't take long at all. Person B is coming in as the 7 of Pentacles, which is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Coming in, it's the Seven of Pentacles. Long-term view, hard work, perseverance, diligence, sustainable results, and investments. Okay? So, they playing you, boo. They got a plan. It ain't you. Okay? Tempter said, oh my God. He is an Aries and my kid father is a Leo. Child, I'm trying to tell you, baby. These jokers here, you got to be careful. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to Pisces Tarot tonight. Let me know what surprised you most about today. Was today's reading helpful in what I said, and in what ways did I help you heal or just to open up your eyes to what is going on here? All right. Thank you so much for always creating and sharing space for me. You know, it's really, really important to me that I come here for y'all. Thank you for rocking with me through all the time shift changes and things like that. I know it's been a little challenge and I'm still trying to figure it out, especially with the daylight changing and all of that stuff. So we're going to have some moving around. All I can tell you to do is subscribe so you get those notifications and turn your bells on so you'll see whenever I go live. If something has resonated with you today, drop a heart in the chat and tell me what landed for you. Don't forget to like, so hit that like button right now. Hit it right now. All right. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and join my community. Now, remember, y'all, everybody is fighting a battle that you cannot see. So remember to be kind, patient, and gentle with others as much as you are yourself. How people treat you is not your business, okay? But how you respond is. So make sure you leave a little bit of love everywhere you go. And I will see you next time. Bye. Good night.